Eora, a world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel, in a cycle of reincarnation, watched over by the gods. Our gods, some of whom love us more than others. Your home, the Adiran Empire, is treasured by Wodica, Our Lady of Law and Vengeance, the Burned Queen. But our goddess has lately turned her eyes from us, and our empire has suffered revolts, famines, challenges to rightful rule. We lack a common purpose, but we could find it in the living lands, a rich and lawless island settled by fugitives, wanderers, exiles, and us. Yet the more we free this place from danger, the more the land fights back. And now, as our colonists crowd into Paradise, the last safe city, the locals find themselves crowded out. Many years ago, you were born to a family in our Adiran Empire, and in a rare turn of the wheel, you came into this world a godlike, touched by a patron god in the womb. To some, a blessing; to many, an abomination. You grew up an outsider, but I saw potential in you. Potential and an opportunity. And within my court, you found purpose. Now I call upon your vow to our empire and name you my envoy. Venture forth in the name of your homeland and secure our future.
Fen!
Silmes mitum! Luthen!
Silmes mitu!
Lavarubion sik!
Luthen!
What do you know of the living lands? The rumors and tales are so vexing, they cannot be true. And yet they are. Those untamed wilds, overgrown with the most curious wonders and the most dreadful abominations. There beats a dark pulse within the heart of that soil. Something vile stirs beneath the earth, seething with rot and decay. A corruption growing beyond everything it touches. Its foul tendrils reach towards us, to lash out at the Empire itself. I command you, go to the living lands, find the roots, and if necessary, sever them. You are my envoy. Remember your vow. The hopes of an empire rest upon you.
Envoy, over here. You're alive! Thank the gods I pulled you out the wreck when I did. I wasn't about to let the Emperor's envoy die on my watch. least the journey's not completely lost. I heard the cannons. I couldn't... We... The name's Garrick, sir. Quarter gunner. 3rd Adheran Fleet. Just doing my job. It's an honor to serve with you. I've been here before. We've got an outpost on this island, but... Maybe better off if it were. I saw flashes, Envoy. It weren't the storm that wrecked our ship. It was cannon fire, and it could only have come from that fort up the hill. It makes no sense. No one fires on their own countrymen, unless... That's what I'm afraid of too. In the meantime, you survived. That means we're not scuppered yet. As long as you're here, the Emperor's mission can still go ahead. We may not be through with them. Adir's got an embassy in the port of Paradis. Once we make it there, we can regroup, figure out what to do next. I hate to say it, but the fort's probably our only chance of escape. We need supplies, and if our troops have been captured, they'll need our help. Those boards up there look old. A good hit and we can be on our way. Take that dagger. It's no good to any of our crew anymore. You look like a dab hand with that. Ah, well, I don't suppose they were using that either.
Yeah.
No, no, no! The fort's lit their distress beacon. We've got to hurry. Zarup shouldn't be here. Haven't the troops been doing patrols? Come on, the fort's up ahead. Tripwire, watch yourself. There's no healer about. Springberries, good. Those should rally us. Gods, it's a bloodbath. They've torn the place apart from the inside. Did they? Were they fighting each other? Envoy, I don't like this. What's that on their face? I remember some of the soldiers praying around that Adra pillar. Hope it helped their souls find the beyond.
Rise from slumber. Is it you?
wife's quarters. Roots? Why is she talking about roots? God, is this what they were like? It's got its guard up. Hit it with everything you've got. Short work of them. Thought I had your back. Guess you've got mine. Surely there's a way to clear those brambles. Ah, up there. Margarine's Fury. That'll do it. Burn right through the brush. If we can get it down, that is.
Is someone there? Over here! Help! I'm locked in! About time. Stay back. I'm not catching whatever's on your head.
Easy. He's a godlike.
You mean a god gave you that face? Touched your soul and everything?
That's right.
Never seen one of your kind before. I always heard folks say you were blessed. Looks more like a curse to me. Because the soldiers put me here. Now, am I getting out or not?
That's the Imperial envoy you're talking to. Show some respect.
The Imperial? Shite, I should have known you were a Deerans too. Funny you survived while all your friends here went belly up. Adir's had their boot on Paradise since their first soldiers came.
'Cause the place is pure chaos.
Did you not think we liked it that way? I have to smuggle just to get anything past your damn checkpoints. I'm trying. Your friend's the one picking a fight with me.
Paradisans will knife you in the back over a dirty look.
At least we don't go mad and slaughter each other. You really have no idea what happened to this place, do you? The day I came, I noticed the guards talking gibberish. Then the killings started. They went wild. Stabbed their mates in their sleep. I heard it, all right. When the storm came, they fired the cannons. Their faces changed. That soldier in here tried to strangle me. I had to defend myself.
I've got a bad feeling about this. It doesn't make sense. What if she murdered that soldier and she's just trying to cover it up?
Look, we don't have to like each other, but we can all get out alive. I left my boat at the edge of the island. It should still be there. Doesn't look like I have a choice, eh? You let me out, and all three of us can go to Paradise.
Envoy, I've tangled with Paradisan smugglers before. She'd say just about anything to get out that cell. Her story's full of holes. What if the boat's not there? What if she turns on us?
For fuck's sake, be reasonable. Don't listen to him. It's in the warden's room. They blocked it off when things went south. You can find a way in, though. You seem smart.
If we live to regret this... There's an idea. We could shoot the Fury down. How's your aim?
least you got around to trusting me eventually.
Fine. She's out. Now we should move. We gotta burn through those brambles. Nice work. Adherent soldiers don't massacre each other. They just don't. Something caused this. To think they turned on each other like dogs. I can't fathom it.
They were bastards when they came here. All it took was time.
But adherents, we respect each other. We're raised to follow the rules.
What's the matter? Upset your kin are no better than anyone else.
Easy now. Think, aim, and strike.
Whoosh. Stay in the tall grass. We can get the drop on them.
Strike. Line. Did your god give you that power too?
More coming. Stay down and don't get us killed.
Hope there's a fire spell in there. It'd make quick work of the brambles. Magran's Fury in a book. We've got the high ground. How should we do this? More on the left!
Unseek! 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 Yeah.
Let's not work at them! I've seen ruins like these. Wonder what they are. Maybe nobody knows.
Paradise is called Avowed. Some kind of people who came here long ago.
They're not.
No second name.
I tried to tell them. Why wouldn't they listen? You can't kill me. No one can kill me. I'll swim across the sea.
I knew it. Whatever's on their faces, it gets into their heads.
I'm no expert on soul plagues, but whatever you came here to find, I'd say you found it.
It's uncanny.
No, it isn't. You're a godlike. He's... well, look at him. He's sick.
Who disturbs us? I had dreams. Fabulous dreams. They tried to silence them.
Steady yourself, please. We're only trying to help.
You're wasting your breath. He's gone.
You tread in the orchard. They sent orders for fire. I should have been free to drink of the land. They thought they could stop me. Vipers! Their venom stains my blade.
He can barely string a thought together. How could he have killed everyone?
He couldn't. Not like this. He's just the last one standing.
Trespassers! Hypocrites! They bring the night and call it cleansing flame! And you return death to us!
Envoy, this could come to blows. Keep your guard up.
Feed the roots, kill the rot!
Now you've done it!
You're gonna regret this.
Probably some noble who bought his commission. Now look at him.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but at least he's not suffering.
returned. We felt your presence like dew on a leaf. We wake. Heed us.
Envoy, you alright? Can you hear me? A voice? What did it say?
Now your envoy's losing it.
No, I think something in the Ardra spoke to him. Not like this. I've been round Ardra my whole life, and it never spoke to me.
I don't think it spoke to anyone. Not even godlikes.
That's some gift. Maybe they're... Never mind. We've got to get to Paradise.
The boat's just up ahead.
Gods, I hope you're telling the truth.
This way.
Boat!
Thank the gods it's still here. Get on.
There, in the distance. It's Paradise. So, the smuggler wasn't lying.
My name's Alora, you know. Thanks. I've enjoyed not being dead.
Look, if this is the soul plague the Emperor sent you to find, we have to stop it. You have to stop it, no matter what it takes.
I'd heard rumors about folk changing out in the hinterlands. I thought they were just that. You know, stories. I never imagined it'd be like this.
I don't know how, but if anyone can find a way, it's you.
Will you get on before I leave without you?
Aye, onward to Paradise. Never thought I'd be glad to sail here with a smuggler.
If anyone asks, you never met me.
No warning, Kai. One more.
Here I am, getting along. You know, if you just tell me where the
These dock,
manager is,
move along.
I'd get out of your hair.
And for everyone else's sake,
He's out on
take
official
him half
business.
as soon as
That's
you
all
can.
you. Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And he's late. Huh. Probably died at sea. Good riddance. Wait, you're the... Oh, fuck.
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded. They told me you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so... Ooh, on second thought, why don't I just shut up before I say anything else I regret?
Now there's a good idea.
No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger. Well, he's the closest thing we have to a local authority. Part keeper of the keys, part bald fist.
Paradise's mayor, more or less. Most people out here aren't fond of established hierarchies and titles. So we made up some new ones.
No, there's some kind of blight in the wilderness and rumors of plague. They went to investigate. Nature has a mind of its own in these parts. When the ecosystem changes, we ask ourselves how and why.
Leaderless and rudderless is the natural state of things in Paradise anyway. Keeps things interesting.
I'm sorry, Envoy, but no one's here to receive it.
Nonsense. There's a small army of pickpockets, smugglers, and scoundrels between those walls who'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Just ignore him.
Where did you say they went? Because I've got an idea.
They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up? See, Cynric? I knew someone would appreciate me for me.
Kai, before you go, I just hate to send the Envoy out there. The wilderness is no place for a scholar. Make sure he comes back alive, or the Steel Garrote will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
The Steel Garrote are here as guests, helping Adirans like yourself keep the peace. Or so they say. Maybe it's better if you don't mention me at all. Speaking of the Steel Garrote, fair warning, their leader, Inquisitor Ludwine, is eager to greet you. Or possibly interrogate you. You do that. Just don't keep her waiting. I heard she's a monster, the personal handmaiden of the Burned Queen. But that's not all. They say she fell in battle in the Deadfire, and death spat her back out. Not if you value your life.
We'll have time to worry about Ludwine later. First, we've got to find your ambassador and my claviger. I'll bet you're glad to be on dry land after that voyage. Come on. Come on, let's get you some fresh air. Pargrunen left these beacons all over the island. They're good for finding your way around.
It's 3 to 1.
Why doesn't the claviger put a stop to it?
Please, how hard is it to answer a question?
I don't try. Rifle with souls, ma'am.
They're tearing my home apart. Never mind.
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. Not to worry, Volter is here. I suggest you take a look at my wares before you speak to Daggerda. Who knows what mood she's in today? From legitimate sources, clearly. From traders and adventurers, mostly, and a few used pieces from people down on their luck.
The living. Heading out to the wilds? Make sure you have everything you need. You don't want to. Kai, I told you not to show your face around here again.
Come on. You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. Now don't mind him. What are you interested in? Yeah, some of the oldest in Paradise. He's a headache, but that's because you want him to come back alive.
So you do care.
I lied to the garrote for you. Do I have to spell it out? Protect that pretty face.
Welcome to Dawnshore, Traveler. My name is Dagerda. You seem like you could use a nice potion or a bite to eat. And I promise a safe and pleasant transaction, despite whatever Volter told you. Ha! I'm sure he did. He'd rather chase off my customers than admit he was wrong. To be honest, stranger, I'm not inclined to go into it. He knows what he did, and let's leave it at that.
I can't believe how rude everyone is around here. How hard could it be to find a watcher? That's a long way to walk. Oh well. The house is probably a loss by now. Something more like. A band of Zorips invaded my house. What am I gonna do? Then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself. Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. The Zorips saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them. And make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them. Thank you. That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but I mean it.
They're on seek!
I've come in search of lost treasures. Have you heard any rumors of such things in the area?
I suppose. Letters won't turn up.
Build another palisade just like the last. When this one falls, what are you spirits do then?
Tie alongside you, probably. You fall, we fall. It's that sort of thing.
If the stone wall up the road... You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Steenrick, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position. You must have gone through one of Adir's famous academies. I can't imagine you had time for much other than your studies, so tell me, is this your first time getting dirt under your fingernails? Fair enough. I didn't mean to offend. What I really want to know, since hard questions are your specialty, is why the Emperor would send his best scholar all the way to the Living Lands. Besides curiosity as to why a foreign scholar was sent to the frontier, I was in rough shape when I came to Paradise a few years back. Claviger Amond helped me get settled here. If he's gotten into trouble, the least I can do is help him out of it. Especially if he's following up on rumors of the Dream Scourge. I like your confidence, just be careful how you express it. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote Paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador. Exactly. Paradise has been quiet lately, but I don't know how long that'll last. We're talking about an island that has been largely settled by nomads, exiles, and dissidents. People who tend to be suspicious of authority. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course. Just be careful where you say that. That's the kind of talk that may get people thinking you've got the Dream Scourge. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while. It's the gateway to the Living Lands. A scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sense, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands. Don't get me wrong, it's a great city. In part because it's great at winnowing out people who have no business being here. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, You've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter. The folks who say that either last the longest or the shortest. For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from. Oh, little of everything. Rawatai is famous for storms and rocky soil, so I figured if I'm going to live in a hostile environment, why not pick some place where things grow? It seemed like a good idea at the time. Used to be, if you could last out here, you could count on being left alone. Dangers in the wilds is nothing new out here, but something about the Dream Scourge is. And if that weren't enough, a lot of people aren't too keen on Adir's presence and affiliations out here. Hilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew. They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge. Well, you seem pretty lucid to me. I wouldn't worry. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first. Should I break out the booze? That must have been 6 years ago now. I guess I was drifting, looking for a change. I was living in a settlement called Thirdborn. It's a rugged little place, lots of Rawatayan expatriates. You're pretty nosy, aren't you? And I thought that Inquisitor was intimidating. Things just didn't work out there. Let's leave it at that. I joined up with the Rawatayan Navy as soon as I was old enough. I was part of our campaign to establish a foothold in the Deadfire Archipelago. Not that long before, but yeah. Back then, we weren't even making pretenses at our purpose there. We were returning to our ancestral homeland, reclaiming fertile soil that would feed Rawatai. Additionally, we were helping Deadfire, bringing organization to the pirate-ridden archipelago and civilization to our distant Wana cousins. To Adir bringing order and civilization to our lawless frontier? Then I hope you learn from my mistakes faster than I did. The Huana didn't want us there. We spent almost as much time fighting the tribes as we did pirates and Wilder. and it was hard to see how any of our fighting and dying was feeding people back home. I'd always heard that war was supposed to temper us, strengthen us, but I didn't see that either. Some fell apart. Some bought into the cruelty that our continued presence required. Others didn't buy into it, but went along with it anyway. And that bothered me more somehow. I deserted. And I bounced between different mercenary companies for almost 10 years. That's why I never returned home. There were only so many options for a Rowatayan deserter with no training and anything else. As a mercenary, I figured I could at least choose my battles and my crew. I ended up here, didn't I? It was more of the same. The only comfort was being part of a squad. By the time I came to the Living Lands, I'd seen enough, had enough. Yeah. Though, in a lot of ways, it feels like I didn't really start living until I got here. Look, if I can give you some hard-won advice, stay on your toes. You're in a difficult position. Whatever your role asks of you, make sure it's something you're willing to give. Because you're the one who has to live with the consequences. Hey, advice is easy. The hard part's all you. Holler if you need anything else. Your armor could use some work. Let's check the watermill for supplies. Aim where? You're mine now! What am I hitting? What's the target? Let's see what you got!
Unseek!
Who's ready for more? Even Pargrunan walls can't stand against this place. Where's my mark? Give me a target. What? Hey! Over here! Let me catch my breath.
Unseek!
Right there! Next one's mine. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Take your best shot. What's the target? Come and get me!
One sink! Rule 10!
A rot seeps through here. Who poisons us? We cannot see.
Aim where? Give me a target. Hey! Over here!
One sink!
Nice shot! Not bad. It's got natural light, right on the river. Just needs a little upkeep.
Yeah.
This used to be a shortcut to Emerald Stair. Then the land got other ideas. Let's see what you got.
One sink! Rule 10!
Next one's mine.
Seek! Earth and rock!
Thanks, soldier. Zarabs. They may be small, but they're if not careful. Another win, but who's counting? On your right! Time to rally.
Seek!
Let's see what you got.
Earth and rock! Unseek! Unseek!
Come and get me!
Zarab's ahead. Mogren's fury. Keep it away from gunpowder, or you'll be as bald as me.
Hey! Over here! Next one's mine!
Unseek!
Let's see what you got!
Person rock!
Ah, didn't used to be this overgrown. I can take care of that if you want. I'm always telling visitors we're not as crazy as they've heard. I got a bad feeling about that bear.
Stand here!
It's almost like the brambles are trying to crush that house. You got everything you need to fix up your armor. You said you can.
Hey! Over here! Unseek!